Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Brittany, and if this is your first time stumbling across one of my videos, I usually focus on fashion, beauty, luxury, lifestyle, fragrances, and pretty much whatever else I feel like talking about. So if that seems like something that you may be interested in, go ahead and click on that subscribe button if you enjoy the content, of course. Also, if you're already a subscriber, go ahead and click on that notification bell so that you do not miss an upload from me. Okay, y'all, so today we are talking about spring trends. I'm super excited for this. It's been a long time coming. Okay, I tried to wait until after Fashion Week to post this video, even though I didn't go to Fashion Week, but I still like to see what's actually on the runway before I create my trends video, because of course I have things that I'm excited about and things that I think we naturally feel like is a trend because you see it a lot, but I also wanted to see what the people are saying. You know what I mean? What are they thinking are the trends for 2025, especially for spring? So if you're interested, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, y'all, so before we get started, just remember, take what applies, leave what doesn't, because fashion is cyclical. Okay, trends come and go. And certain things can be trends for the moment, but they can still be classics in your wardrobe depending on your personal style. I always like to preface by saying that, because just because we're talking about what the fashion people are saying is a trend does not mean that that has to be a trend for you. And it also does not mean that you need that in your wardrobe. There are ways to incorporate trends into your existing wardrobe without going out and breaking the bank. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So the first trend that I noticed was utility jackets. Okay, and as we know, cargos, carpenter style, all those type of pants have been in fashion for a while. But right now I'm seeing a lot of utility type of jackets. And it comes with the style. So you're having the big pocket type of jacket. Some have a little bit of drawstring in the waist. It's really the material though that makes it very much on trend. Okay, and there's kind of like a wide spectrum of this in my opinion. So we have the barn jacket that we've been seeing a lot lately, where you have like the different color collar and it contrasts with the actual body of the jacket. But then you also have the utility type of jackets where it's a little bit more of a nylon material and they have larger pockets, whether they have different drawstring areas or whatever have you. I've been seeing a lot of those jackets, and I'm loving this trend because I love like a sporty chic type of look. And I have several pieces in my wardrobe that I can bring to the forefront now because of this trend, and that I didn't stop wearing. But knowing that it's on trend, you're automatically, like, when you incorporate those pieces into your looks nowadays, you're going to be on trend, and you did not have to go out, or I didn't have to go out and purchase anything. But what I will say about the utility type of jackets, if you do invest in one, and I'm not saying invest in like thousands of dollars, but if you go to Zara or Mango and get you a jacket, I feel like this is a jacket that you can have in your wardrobe for years to come, even when it's not on trend, because it is such a basic piece and I just love it. So you can go with like a regular trench style jacket. You can go with like a utility type of jacket that I feel like I have this classic. I got mine from Mango. If it's still available, I'll link it down below, and I'll also pop up a picture here. I love this one because it's on the classic side, but that material, the like high collar on it, it just makes it super on trend right now, and I just love it. Again, the barn jackets, if you have a barn jacket, for me, barn jackets are really cute. I almost invested in a suede barn jacket from Zara. Well, I actually did, and then I returned it because I felt like that was not a piece that I would want to wear for years to come. I know I'm more of a bomber jacket type of girl, and so I got a real suede bomber jacket. But as far as the barn jacket, I love that style, but I did not want to pay $300 for the suede. Okay, but it's super cute. So those all can be encompassed in that utility trend. And another way that you can kind of like amp up your utility jackets, let's say if you're a girly girl and you're not really into those edgier pieces like that, you can always style it up with like a glamorous piece. So that juxtaposition has been really huge on trend and on the runways. I've seen them incorporate like sequin skirts or flowy chiffon type of skirts, almost like that boho feel, and mixing it with the utility type of jacket. So that glamorous and that rugged vibe coming together is really what makes it a trendy look, but individually those pieces can work together and you will still have a classic look as well, if that makes sense. So absolutely loving the utility trend. That is something that I am obsessed with. Okay, I've always been into like a sporty type of look with a heel, so I kind of incorporate that naturally into my style. That's like my personal style, but I'm happy that I have some new ideas as to how I can incorporate these jackets and make them new again for me. So loving that trend. Masculine suits are hugely on trend again, and I feel like this kind of comes around every so often. We're thinking like 80s style suits, you know what I mean? Large shoulder padding, a nice structure as well. And I'm loving this trend. It may not be for me because I can't do like a looser pant and a looser jacket. I need some type of shape to mine, but I do think it looks really nice, especially on the runway and how they have styled these pieces up. And again, I'm noticing that a lot of the masculine trends, like these masculine suits, we're adding that feminine element. So femininity is hugely on trend, and I don't think it's by happenstance that the femininity conversation has been at the forefront of social media over the last few years. And so now we're seeing, even if you have a sporty look or a masculine look, they're incorporating those feminine silhouettes or pieces into that trend. So with the masculine suits, instead of doing a flowy pant, you can opt for a pencil skirt, okay? And I love that, especially for the curvy girls. A pencil skirt is the ultimate like sexy type of look while still giving classy and classic. So I love that little touch. So if you're like me and you're a little curvier and you cannot do two full-size pieces like that, you can go with the oversized shoulder pad with a pencil skirt, and I think that that's going to make it so sleek, so sexy. And of course, you know, you cannot forget the sky-high heel when it comes to a pencil skirt. So love that look. Now, another trend that I saw a lot of was tartan and plaid. It is back in a huge way with Prada, Miu Miu. I mean, Sacai has some amazing pieces. Bottega even has jumped on the plaid bandwagon, and I think it's really cute. Okay, I love a good plaid moment. I think it has to be done right in order for it to be, you know, fashionable, you know, all the time, but also not too costumey, and something that I think you have to be a little bit careful as to how you incorporate this into your style, because, you know, back in the day, we used to throw on a plaid overshirt around our waist constantly. Okay, that was like a vibe, and I feel like that is a cool way to kind of incorporate plaid without trying to find the perfect piece. If you do have a plaid like overshirt, throw it around your waist, but also do it like with a skirt pant type of situation. So a nice trouser, you know, adding some texture and layers to your look would be perfect. Now, I have seen a couple of plaid pieces that I love, and I want them to go on sale because Jean Paul Gaultier, they did a gorgeous plaid top. They also have a dress that's very similar in the same style. I'll pop up a picture here if I can find it. And I love that. Okay, I love the red tartan look. It's so cute to me, but it is a very specific style. And again, I feel like plaid comes around every so often, but for me and my personal style, would it be worth investing in those pieces? Now, if I find it on sale, is coming home with me. But yeah, absolutely loving plaid, and I think it's just a fun little touch. Adding, you know, a different type of print to your look is fun, instead of just like florals, like Miranda Priestley would say, groundbreaking for spring, you know what I mean? So that's really a cute print that I've noticed, and I'm loving it, and it can transition from fall into winter into spring. Another print that I want to mention is polka dots. Polka dots are back in a huge way. That is like the new neutral, and I've been seeing a lot of the polka dots on the runway, and they're using it as a neutral, which I think is super fun. I love a polka dot, okay? I don't have a lot of polka dots in my wardrobe, but I'm always attracted to it, okay? So love seeing that. And you can do a head to toe polka dot look, or you can do it with like layering pieces. I saw some polka dots and plaids mixed together. So they're mixing the prints together, which I love, because if you do have one piece, you can kind of pull it all together and have this super on trend, you know, vibe. So loving polka dots. I always love it, but I'm loving how I'm seeing it on the runway. Specifically with Valentino and Carolina Herrera, they're really killing the polka dots right now. Moschino had polka dots, Acne Studios. I mean, so many different brands that I was loving. Nina Ricci had this gorgeous look, you guys. Absolutely love their polka dot. It was like pink and black polka dot. And of course, Marc Jacobs had polka dots on his runway. Now, I was not a huge fan of Marc Jacobs' spring collection. It's definitely given The Simpsons, okay? And I do not like that type of dressing because what are we doing? You know what I mean? Like the shoes, it's giving Marge, Lisa. Yeah, it was definitely something to see. Statement pieces for sure, you know. I can appreciate the creativity, don't get me wrong, but I would not be caught dead at any of these pieces. So yeah, but Marc Jacobs is always like gonna bring you something extra on the runway, and the polka dots, that it was very costumey. It's giving Mickey Mouse shoes and Mickey Mouse outfits, but if that's your vibe, that's your vibe. You know what I mean? Now, coming off of the back of the masculine type of suits, like I said, we're incorporating a lot of feminine touches into everything. So feminine, flowy, romantic style pieces are hugely on trend right now. And I'm loving that look. I feel like Chloe kind of spearheaded that with the bohemian trend that came out back in the fall, with the flowy type of frilly tops and dresses and stuff like that. And I think we're just taking it to the next level. So I'm loving seeing that. So not just the boho trend, especially if that wasn't for you. Sometimes boho can go a little too far to have a classic wardrobe, if you know what I mean. So you can still incorporate this trend with silks and sheers and frills and things like that. And I feel like I saw a lot of this with Stella McCartney this year, and also Alaya jumped on the trend, and they usually have more structured pieces. So it was really exciting to see them kind of jump on that kind of flowy type of trend. I'm loving that. Speaking of flowy, romantic, boho, sheer is hugely on trend in every single way, you guys. Every single way. And I feel like Prada does sheer well. They do a lot of sheer overlay pieces, and I feel like those are very classic. They can be very pricey. But if you can find something like that to incorporate into your wardrobe, like a sheer overlay type of pencil skirt, so you're knocking out two trends with that one, that would be a really nice touch to add to your wardrobe. Even if you did that sheer overlay type of pencil skirt, you can pair it up with a blazer for work, especially if you know the blazer covers enough, and you can wear that out in like more of a dressed up setting too. So I think a sheer overlay skirt would be the perfect type of sheer piece to add to your collection. But of course you can always do sheer tops, and I like just wearing sheer all the time. That is a way for me to incorporate different textures and lengths and interests into my looks. I have a few sheer pieces that I wear on top of jeans or shorts or whatever have you, and it gives me more coverage while still keeping that like sex appeal in my outfits, which I feel like is my personal style. I love a classic look with a hint of edge, but also remaining classy and a little bit of sex appeal while still being covered, right? So I just love the sheer trend. And what was so surprising yet exciting was seeing Hermes jump on this trend, you guys. I will pop up a couple of pictures of the Hermes sheer trend that they hopped on. I feel like, you know, Hermes is very, in my opinion, equestrian, kind of preppy, very classic silhouettes, but it's a classic silhouette that's very specific. And I just love how they have kind of ventured out a little bit in recent years, especially with their fashion. So that was super exciting to see the Hermes brand hop on that sheer trend. Another trend that kind of piggybacks off of the femininity type of trend is pastels, you guys. Oh my goodness. And I live for a pastel. That's probably my favorite color palette, okay? Like I love my black and white, but next to that is going to be pastels. I feel like they make me feel so pretty, even when it comes down to my makeup, like pinks and like I'm wearing today. Now this isn't pastel, this is more like a Barbie pink, but still this in a pastel color, oh my goodness. So as we all know, one of the colors of the season is going to be butter yellow. People are calling it buttermilk yellow. They're calling it butter yellow, whatever. Pastel yellow is what the color is. And I am obsessed with this color. Okay. I'm obsessed. It's such a yellow in general is such a happy color, and it's perfect because, you know, Easter is around the corner, but I just love a nice pastel yellow. And I love that that is the main color because the leather pieces that I've been seeing lately in this like buttermilk yellow color is immaculate. Okay, immaculate. So I definitely want to add a leather butter yellow type of piece to my wardrobe. That will be probably the only thing that I invest in when it comes to pastels. I mean, I love pastels all year round, but something leather, I just think, ooh, chef's kiss. Okay, but other colors again would be your pastel pinks. Like Chanel just came out with pastel pink ballet flats. So cute, so girly, so feminine, and just classic. I mean, you can't go wrong with a Chanel ballet flat. Also your pale blues and, you know, pale purples and stuff like that. So I'm just loving the pastel trend. It's spring, it's nothing new, but the way that I've seen different higher end brands jump on that trend, I'm loving what I'm seeing. Okay, and of course you can always get pastels at an affordable cost. So I think Zara has some pieces. I picked up a pair of suede pastel pink, kind of mauvey pink heels, and they remind me of these Alayas that I had and I returned. They're so good. Okay, they're so good. It's pastel pink, and I think that they would look so pretty with all the pastels. Like if you want to do a full pastel look or like a monochromatic pastel look, so cute. So I'll link those down below if they are still available, and they are genuine suede, and that is something that I'm really into right now. I love shopping at Zara, and I feel like Zara used to be kind of like an addiction for me, but I'm making sure to invest in quality pieces from Zara that I know I can have in my collection for years to come, and kind of like scaling back on just buying any and everything from Zara, you know? So loving, loving, loving all the suede pieces that Zara is doing. They're hugely on trend, and you know, Zara and Mango are the best places to go for your on-trend pieces without breaking the bank. Now, another trend that goes into that like pastel look is the Balletcore. Okay, Balletcore has been all over, and core is not even something like a word that I would use, but it is something that I've been seeing a lot of. And Christian Louboutin, listen, the ballet heels from Christian Louboutin, they call the Cassia. Oh my goodness. I have them in the ballet pink nude color, and they are scrumptious. Okay, love them. But I'm seeing a lot of ballet inspired looks, even wearing kind of like leg warmers and stuff like that with your ballet flats, whether they're Chanel or just, you know, a high street brand. Very, very, very cute. Of course, the skirts, and I think that this is coming off the back of sheer and flowy, but also those balloon skirts. So now you're seeing a little bit more tulle and the sheer skirts worn in the same way that we wore our balloon skirts, but you can still wear your balloon skirt and make it ballet core. You know what I mean? It's just, there's certain ways that you can incorporate what you already have and really fall into the trend so that you're not constantly buying new things to fit the trend. I don't believe in that. I mean, it's nice to have a piece or two, like the ballet heels from Christian Louboutin. I'm a shoe girl. I love a unique shoe. That was something that was a must-have for me, right? But that is not something that I feel like is going to be on trend forever. But when it comes to a shoe, I don't care how crazy it is. For me, it's always in because I love a shoe, and I would throw it on with my uniform, a denim outfit, and be done. You know what I mean? And it still gives. So I'm into that. But there's different ways that you can incorporate the Balletcore into your wardrobe. And the reason why I say that's coming off the back of like the balloon skirts is because tutu skirts are everywhere right now. It's so interesting to me. I love seeing that because I love fun stuff like that. But it's when I see brands that don't typically go that route that really makes me excited, and I like seeing that. So like JW Anderson, but they're kind of dipping into the Balletcore, the tutu type of skirts. Rosha, I feel like that is in their wheelhouse. But yeah, seeing those different brands kind of like jump on that, I'm like, okay, this is coming off of that balloon skirt trend that was huge, and now we're kind of moving into the traditional tutu style skirts with the sheer and all of the frills and all the things. Now, speaking of the skirt and pants trend, dresses over pants, skirts over pants, and twofers are in. So if you're a real fashion girl and you know how to put pieces together, of course, you'll have multiple pieces in your wardrobe that you can stack. You'll do a jean under your dress, or you may do a skirt on top of a pair of pants. But for those who are a little bit more challenged in that area and they don't know how to put together pieces in that way, there are pant skirts available for you, and that trend is back. And it's so funny because when I was like in high school, that was a thing. Now the quality has changed and the look has changed, because they used to be like stretch pants with a little skirt on top, but and leggings. Remember leggings? When leggings first came back out, we were wearing them under skirts. Well, yeah, now you're getting more of a suiting type of pant with a skirt on top. And I think it's so cute. So yeah, that is a really cute trend. And again, if you know how to layer and do all those things, you know, that is something that you can really play around with in your wardrobe. The different proportions, it can really elevate a look and just put like that little extra, you know, that extra personal touch on your look. And no one's going to have on what you're wearing, and I love that. But they also have things where you can purchase it in that way. Urban Revival, I feel like, does a lot of that as well. And last but not least, we have to mention like personal style, which is actually hilarious to me that this is a trend. But just kind of doing your own thing is a trend right now, and I think that that is just crazy. But what they are talking about are just adding that personal touch to your look. So charms, you know how we were super into bag charms, that's not going anywhere, but now we're doing clothing charms, y'all. So charms on your jeans. You remember how we used to do the chains on the jeans? Yeah, that's back. So just adding that like personal element to your look. The turbans, whether if you want to wear a turban to like elevate your look, and it could be like just a denim outfit, denim jeans, denim shirt with a turban. It's adding that personal touch, your own personal style to your look. But I feel like it's a trend because it's coming off the back of being a maximalist. And though minimalist trends were huge, like I feel like on the internet, on the runway, it was a lot of maximalist type of trends going around. And I feel like that's what that, you know, personal style trend is giving. It's basically just adding that, instead of that third piece, you're adding that fourth, fifth, and sixth piece to your look to make it well-rounded and just inject a little bit of your own personality into it. And I love that. And one, like I have on my Chanel pearl necklace, this is something that is so multi-use and multi-purpose in my collection. I've had this for a few years now, and I've worn this as a belt. I've worn this as a necklace. I've wrapped it around and worn it as a bracelet, you know, and I can wear this on my jeans. It's kind of like a little chain if I want to. So I just love stuff like that. And that is a good way to take things that you already have and just throw it on and, you know, do that maximalist, kind of like inject a little bit of your own personal style into your wardrobe, which hopefully you're doing anyway, but they're encouraging it now. So we don't have to wear beige all day. Okay. And we don't have to just wear a cardigan and a kitten heel. You know, if that's your style, yes. But I'm just saying that was really pushed a lot. And I feel like we lost a lot of our personality in our pieces. So yeah, y'all, that wraps up my spring 2025 trends video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know some of the trends that you're super excited for this season. I'm so ready for spring. I love spring. It's one of my favorite seasons, despite the allergies, okay? But I love spring. Like I said, pastels are just a happy place for me. So I'm excited to bring those out. And I just like the weather and the like bringing out my fragrances, that, you know, that floral feminine vibe. Oh, I just love it. So let me know some of the trends you guys are excited about. Leave them in the comment section down below. Of course, I will link some things that I've mentioned that I feel like are on the high street that we should add to our wardrobes in the description box below. And I will talk to you on my next one. Bye, y'all.